సార్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ కండక్టోమెట్రిక్ టైట్రేషన్స్ చూడండి.
कंडक्टोमेट्रिक टाइट्रेशन। इन टाइट्रेशंस में एक आयन दूसरे आयन को रिप्लेस कर देता है और इस वजह से या तो कंडक्टेंस इंक्रीज होता है, डिक्रीज। कंडक्टोमेट्रिक टाइट्रेशन। इन टाइट्रेशंस में एक आयन दूसरे आयन को रिप्लेस कर देता है और इस वजह से या तो कंडक्टेंस इंक्रीज होता है, डिक्रीज होता है या फिर कभी कभी चेंज नहीं होता है। So we are going to see the types of conductometric titration. First one is strong acid and strong base। जब HCl की NaOH के साथ रिएक्शन कराते हैं तो एंड पॉइंट से पहले सोडियम आइंस H+ को रिप्लेस करती हैं और सोडियम की मोबिलिटी 50 होती है और इस वजह से कंडक्टेंस डिक्रीज करता है और एंड पॉइंट के बाद कंडक्टेंस OH- आयंस की वजह से
ఈ
इंक्रीज
గ్రాఫ్
करता
నోట్
है।
చేసుకోండి అమ్మా. గ్రాఫ్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. అలాగే మొబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ OH మైనస్ అయాన్స్
सेकेंड
199,
टाइट्रेशन है
మొబిలిటీ ఆఫ్
स्ट्रॉन्ग
H+
एसिड एंड
అయాన్స్
वीक बेस।
350. అది కూడా నోట్ చేసుకోండి.
HCl की जब अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से
HCl
टाइट्रेशन
వర్సెస్
कराया जाता
NaOH
है
లో HCl
तो
వర్సెస్
एंड पॉइंट
NaOH
से
లో
पहले
నోట్ చేసుకోండి. OH మైనస్ అయాన్స్ మొబిలిటీ
अमोनियम
మీకు
आयंस
వైవాలో అడుగుతారు ఎక్కువ ఇది. OH
रिप्लेस
మైనస్
करती
అయాన్స్
हैं
మొబిలిటీ
H+
199,
आयंस को
అలాగే
और
H+
इस वजह
అయాన్స్
से
మొబిలిటీ
कंडक्टेंस
350.
एंड पॉइंट से
మన
पहले
గ్రాఫ్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది?
डिक्रीज
మీరు
करता है
ఇప్పుడు గ్రాఫ్ గీసినప్పుడు ఇట్లా వి షేప్ లో రావాలి.
और एंड पॉइंट के बाद जो हमारा कंडक्टेंस है वो कांस्टेंट रहता है ड्यू टू कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट बिटवीन द प्रोडक्ट अमोनियम क्लोराइड एंड अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड।
సెకండ్ టైప్ వచ్చి స్ట్రాంగ్
थर्ड
యాసిడ్ అండ్
टाइट्रेशन
వీక్
है
బేస్.
हमारा
స్ట్రాంగ్ యాసిడ్ అండ్ వీక్ బేస్ కి
टाइट्रेशन
మన
बिटवीन
గ్రాఫ్ ఇట్లా వస్తుంది.
वीक एसिड
నోట్
एंड
చేసుకోండి గ్రాఫ్.
स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस।
ఈక్వేషన్ గ్రాఫ్స్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి.
एसिटिक एसिड की जब सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से टाइट्रेशन कराया जाता है तो एंड पॉइंट से पहले सोडियम आइंस रिप्लेस करती हैं H+ आयन को और सोडियम का मोबिलिटी होता है 50 एज कम्पेयर टू 350 ऑफ H+, इसलिए कंडक्टेंस डिक्रीज करता है एंड पॉइंट से पहले और उसके बाद सोडियम एस्टेट की वजह से कंडक्टेंस इंक्रीज करता है एंड आफ्टर एंड पॉइंट दे जो इंक्रीज है कंडक्टेंस का वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा होता है।
సార్ 3 టైప్స్ ఇందాక నోట్ చేశారు కదా, గ్రాఫ్స్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. గ్రాఫ్స్ ఎట్లా వస్తాయనేది ఒకసారి నోట్ చేసుకోండి. గ్రాఫ్స్ ఏ మోడల్లో వస్తాయో నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ఇది సెకండ్ దానికి గ్రాఫ్. ఇది స్ట్రాంగ్ యాసిడ్ వర్సెస్ వీక్ బేస్. ఇది వీక్ యాసిడ్ వర్సెస్ స్ట్రాంగ్ బేస్. అంటే గ్రాఫ్ ఇట్లా వస్తుంది. ఇలా తగ్గి స్లాంట్గా పెరుగుతుంది. స్లాంట్గా పెరిగి మళ్ళీ పెరుగుతుంది. కంప్లీట్ అయిందా? నోట్ చేసుకున్నారా? స్వప్న నోట్ చేస్తున్నావమ్మా?
due to OH minus ions. फोर्थ टाइट्रेशन होता है वीक एसिड एंड वीक बेस। जब एसिटिक एसिड की अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड के साथ टाइट्रेशन कराया जाता है तो हमारा अमोनियम आयंस रिप्लेस करता है H प्लस आयंस को और कंडक्टेंस डिक्रीज करता है, और फर्दर अमोनियम एस्टेट की वजह से कंडक्टेंस इंक्रीज करता है, और एंड पॉइंट के बाद कॉमन आइड इफेक्ट की वजह से हमारा कंडक्टेंस कांस्टेंट हो जाता है। कॉमन आइड इफेक्ट इज बिटवीन अमोनियम एस्टेट एंड अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड। फिफ्थ टाइट्रेशन है हमारा वेरी वीक एसिड एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस। बोरिक एसिड की जब सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से टाइट्रेशन कराया जाता है तो बिफोर द एंड पॉइंट जो हमारा कंडक्टेंस है वो ड्यू टू फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सॉल्ट इंक्रीज करता है, एंड आफ्टर एंड पॉइंट भी कंडक्टेंस इंक्रीज करता है ड्यू टू फॉर्मेशन ऑफ या ड्यू टू OH माइनस आयंस। सिक्स्थ हमारा टाइट्रेशन है मिक्सचर ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड एंड वीक एसिड, यानी कि जो हमारा एसिड्स हैं वो एक ना होकर के दो हैं, एक है स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड और दूसरा है वीक एसिड, और इन दोनों का टाइट्रेशन कराया जाता है स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड। बिफोर एंड पॉइंट सोडियम रिप्लेसेस H प्लस आयंस और मोबिलिटी इज देयरफॉर डिक्रीज्ड फ्रॉम 350 to 50, और हमारा कंडक्टेंस डिक्रीज करता है, एंड द कंडक्टेंस इंक्रीजेस at end point A when the titration between HCl and NaOH is complete, and when the titration between acetic acid and sodium hydroxide is complete at point B, there is a more large increase in the conductance due to OH.
నోట్ చేసుకోండి. నోట్ చేసుకోండి అమ్మా. నోట్ చేసుకోండి మూడింటిని. మూడు పెట్టుకొని వీక్ యాసిడ్ వర్సెస్ స్ట్రాంగ్ బేస్, వీక్ యాసిడ్ స్ట్రాంగ్ బేస్, వీక్ యాసిడ్ వీక్ బేస్ రాసి గ్రాఫ్లు గీసుకొని ఇక్కడ 2 ఎండ్ పాయింట్లు వచ్చాయి. ప్రతి చోట ఒక్కొక్క ఎండ్ పాయింట్. ఇక్కడ 2 ఎండ్ పాయింట్లు ఎందుకు వచ్చాయంటే HCl వర్సెస్ బేస్కి, ఎసిటిక్ యాసిడ్ వర్సెస్ బేస్కి. నోట్ చేసుకోండి. నోట్ చేశారమ్మా? అయిందా?
many signs.
మనకి వచ్చే 4 గ్రాఫ్స్ ఇవి. హెచ్సిఎల్ వర్సెస్ NaOH ఈ విధంగా గ్రాఫ్ వస్తుంది. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ఫర్ మిక్చర్ ఆఫ్ యాసిడ్స్.
Hello everyone. Today we discuss conductometric titrations and its type, particularly strong acid versus strong base. Here we take 10 ml HCl in a clean 100 ml beaker. To that we add 40 ml distilled water, and in it we dip conductivity cell. The conductivity cell is connected to conductivity meter. Here this conductivity meter is standardized to 0.99 or 1 millimoles. Initially the conductivity of HCl is very high because the HCl is highly ionized acid. HCl is highly ionized acid, and in solution it forms H plus and Cl minus
వింటున్నారా
ions.
రత్నాకర్?
Now when we add strong base, that is NaOH,
Shravani.
which is taken in the burette to the HCl solution, the acid base neutralization reaction takes place. During the neutralization reaction, when we add NaOH solution to acid solution, HCl solution, from the HCl solution, fast moving H plus ion is replaced by slow moving Na plus ions, and due to which conductivity starts decreasing. During conductometric titration, the end point of titration is determined by measuring the conductance after each addition of the base. So we add continuously ml by ml base solution to the acid solution, and after each addition conductance is measured and recorded. We see that the conductance gradually goes on decreasing, and this is because the HCl is highly ionized acid, and during acid base titration Na plus replaces the H plus ions, which is slow moving ion, and that's why conductance goes on decreasing. During neutralization reaction, when we add NaOH to HCl solution, the reaction taking place is like this. As HCl is completely ionized, it forms H plus and Cl minus ions, and in the presence of NaOH, it reacts like this: Na plus plus Cl minus, and this H plus combined with OH minus to form feebly ionized H2. Neutralization, the conductivity goes to minimum, and on further addition of NaOH, conductivity starts increasing.
करा
After the neutralization point, due to further addition of NaOH, the conductance goes on increasing, and it is only due to the excess OH minus ions which form NaOH. After the complete neutralization of HCl, the further added NaOH produces OH minus ions, and due to which the conductance starts increasing. Now, after completion of the titration, if we plot the graph between conductivity versus volume of NaOH added, conductivity versus volume of NaOH added, the nature of graph should be the two intersecting lines like this, and from the point of intersection we get the end point or equivalence point of the titration. In this way, one can find out the end point of titration by conductance measurement of the solution.
Dear students, I am Dr. D. Ramesh, Head of the Department and Associate Professor of Chemistry, Government First Year College, Shimoga. Today I am going to perform an experiment that is in the 6th semester, 3rd BSc 6th semester, Practical 7 part B. The aim of the experiment is determination of the amount of hydrochloric acid present in a DM2 solution using 1 normal sodium hydroxide solution by conductometric titration. So here, this is the instrument conductometer. First, I will show how to use the conductometer. First, its switch is keep it in on position. It shows some reading. Keep the temperature 25, and this knob, that is calibration knob, release, and conductance should be show 1. So you have to set using this knob, just moving towards left and right side, and you have to set the cell constant 1, nearly 1. Now this is the point where you have to connect the conductometric cell. So this is called conductometric cell. Here mentioned the cell constant 1. You have to set the cell constant in this instrument as showing 1. So now I will connect the conductance cell to the instrument. Then take 25 cm cube. So this volume is also given by the examiner. Take 25 cm cube of hydrochloric acid, whose concentration and amount of hydrochloric acid per dm have to be determined. Insert this cell so that it should be completely dipped in the solution. Now you have to take the sodium hydroxide. Before filling the sodium hydroxide to the burette, first this burette is washed with the distilled water, then rinse with the sodium hydroxide, then fill up the sodium hydroxide to the burette. There is no air bubbles in the at the bottom of the burette. You have to observe it, and the upper top is lower meniscus to the 0 point. Keep ready the burette and place this beaker at the bottom of the burette. Now you have to add the sodium hydroxide at a time 0.5 cm cube, and take the table. First you have to write the table, volume of sodium hydroxide added in cm cube, and you have to write the conductance in millimoles. So you have to add the sodium hydroxide for each time at a volume of 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Then you have to write the note down the readings. So
రీడింగ్స్ నోట్ చేసుకున్నామా? వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ NaOH యాడెడ్ అండ్ కండక్టివిటీ రీడింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, రీడింగ్స్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. రేపు మీరు చేసేటప్పుడు కూడా ఇంక్రిమెంట్స్ డిక్రిమెంట్స్ కొంచెం ఇంచుమించుగా అదే ఉండాలి. స్టార్టింగ్ వాల్యూస్ మారుతా కానీ రేంజెస్ అవే ఉంటాయి. రీడింగ్స్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ఈ రీడింగ్స్ తోటి ఒకసారి గ్రాఫ్ పేపర్ మీద గ్రాఫ్ గీయడం నోట్ చేసుకుందరు కానీ నేర్చుకుందరు కానీ రీడింగ్స్ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. నోట్ చేశారా మా రీడింగ్స్?
I will show one trial. Now, after the setting of this instrument, press this measuring mode. Then if it does not shows any point, then press another 20 point. If it does not shows any display, then put a 200 millimos. So now it's showing the reading. So now this is the conductance of the HCl solution without adding sodium hydroxide. That is the zero volume of sodium hydroxide. Note down this reading 35.1. Okay. Now we have to add 0.5 each time. So now I am going to add 0.5 cm cube of sodium hydroxide. Okay. Now shake well. Few seconds you have to shake it well. Then take the steady reading displaying in the conductometer, and this reading is tabulated in the table. Similarly, for each addition of sodium hydroxide, it is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So you have to record the conductance. So here highest conductance, as the sodium hydroxide is added, the HCl is neutralized by sodium hydroxide. Therefore, conductance usually H plus ion goes on decreases, and at particular time, so here conductance once again increases, because all HCl after neutralization, conductance due to the sodium hydroxide. So therefore, conductance goes on increases. Okay. So here it is minimum, then goes on increases. So after the minimum point, you have to take the 5 or 6 readings. Now of conductance versus volume of sodium hydroxide. So the graph, V-shaped graph, this part of the graph indicates decreasing in the conductance of the solution, and this is the neutralization point. After the neutralization point, conductance goes on increases, because the conductance goes on increases because there is no HCl, so only conductance due to the hydroxyl ion. So therefore, if you draw a line of this line, and the intersection of the two lines indicate the neutralization point, this point is nothing but a 2.5 cm cube is the neutralization point of this titration. So the calculation part, so normality into volume of HCl is equal to normality into volume of sodium hydroxide. We don't know the normality of HCl, so take it in the left hand side, and cross multiply, you get a normality into volume of sodium hydroxide divided by volume of HCl. So volume of HCl is given by the examiner. They will take at the end of the experiment. So now I have taken 25 ml given. So normality of sodium hydroxide also given, one normal solution. Volume of sodium hydroxide is from the graph, from the graph. So write all these values. So you will calculate the normality of the sodium hydroxide. So the amount of HCl per dm cube solution is equal to normality into equivalent weight of HCl. Equivalent weight of HCl is 36.5. Put this value here. So multiplied with the normality that is calculated in the above step, we will get the amount of HCl present in the dm cube. So finally, result you have to mention the normality of HCl and amount of HCl per dm cube. That's all. Thank you.
Today, we are going to perform a conductometric titration of HCl versus NaOH. Both HCl and NaOH are strong electrolyte, hence, we'll see a big change in the conductance while titration. The pipette solution is HCl and the burette solution is 0.5 normal NaOH solution. While titration, there should not be a large change in the volume, hence, burette solution should be in high concentration. every time 0.5 ml NaOH is added in HCl solution. The electrodes are dipped in the solution to measure the difference in ionic concentration. More the number of ions, more is the conductance. This is the principle of conductometric titration. Initially, when we add NaOH to HCl, a neutralization reaction starts. HCl get consumed to form NaCl and water. As the H plus ion concentration get decreased, the conductance also goes on decreasing. Later, we see there is increase in the conductance after the consumption of HCl. This is because extra addition of a NaOH that give rise to the conductance. So what we are going to do is to find the conductance that we call initial conductance at 0 ml of NaOH. Here it is 32.1. When we note it down, then we continue the addition of 0.5 ml. After the addition of 0.5 ml, we see there is a change in the conductance. It is now decreased to 31.0. We continue further addition. We see there is still the decrease. .2, 26.6, 25.5, 24.2, 23, 29, 22.9, 21.5, 20.3, 19.1, 17.8, 16.6, 15.4, 14.3, 13.2, 12.1, 11.10.9, 9.8, 8.6, 8.2, 'This time there is increase in conductance. Nine point three, 9.1, 9.8, 10.5, 11.10, 11.1, 11.7, 12.4, 13.0, 13.6, 14.2. Up to the neutralization point, there is a decrease in the conductance, but after the neutralization, there is increase in the conductance. Again, the decrease in the conductance is larger than the increase in conductance. This is because of a loss of H plus sign. H plus sign, being smaller in size, carries conductance in large extent than the Na plus and OH minus sign. After the titration, we will plot the graph, and the graph will tell us exactly the neutration point as a equivalence point. Using this, we can find the concentration of a unknown HCl solution by using known concentration of NaOH solution. Simple formula is used for this. This we call N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2.